Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton and this is going to cover holes number 4 and holes number 5 of the Winter Major Pro Division. This will be it for a little while as it's almost football time, so my wife and I are going to go watch some football the afternoon and the night game. So I will wake up early tomorrow and get the rest of the content out there to you, although I may be able to sneak in another hole or two while she's getting ready later on today. So we'll see. We're going to the gym first, so then she's going to come home and get ready, so I might be able to play a couple more holes. But regardless, let's hop into hole number 4 real quick. Hole number 4, there's a couple different ways that we can play this hole, okay? This hole has tailwind mixed with crosswind from right to left, which is actually a really good way to play a sniper shot from the right-hand fairway with a lot of backspin and a couple bars of side spin to the left. However, I was having a hard time finding a good, consistent landing zone and getting the ball to drop. After 4 or 5 attempts without getting a single hole in one, I decided to chalk that shot and go ahead and just play this shot. But I am going to go max backspin, 1 bar, a side spin to the right. The reason that I like this shot and this wind angle is because the landing spot is very easy to find regardless of your Guardian. You're going to see here we're playing the first bounce on the fringe. And then my very last bounce, the very end of my ball guideline, take a look at where it's at. It's in that little green square that is right next to the fringe line, okay? It's a very short green square. It's kind of like almost a triangle, right, other than a square. So let me pause it there so you can see exactly where I'm aiming. So look at that, okay? That's going to be super important because if you don't aim in the right spot, you're going to miss this shot to the left. Now, I'm going to pull this 10% at max distance. Using a Titan here, you could definitely go with the Kingmaker, Kingslayer to reduce this wind. That would probably help you out a little bit. But if you're going to go with the Titan ball, you're going to get enough of this to roll down at a good speed. We just barely miss this one to the left-hand side. So in that type of wind mile per hour in the 6s, we need to move our target even more of a hair to the right-hand side since we missed left. If you're lucky, or if you use a different ball and you get your winds in the 5, I think you might be able to set up at that same spot. Okay, this will be hole number 5. We'll play the drive 20% at max. We're going to put half of our red ring on the rough, half of our red ring on the fairway. Remember, we do that on this hole just to compensate in case we hit a great left. I went with 2 bars of side spin to the left, and I did not put any top spin on the shot. I could advise you to go ahead and put 1 bar of top spin because you're going to see here in 7.5 mile per hour wind, which is the highest you can get with a Titan ball in Pro Division. We're still going to leave a lot of fairway to work with, okay? I would like to see us get higher up. So especially like if you come to this hole and you're in the 5s or low 6s, you need to add some top spin because you won't even drive as far as I did since I had the max wind. Tell me, how many times have you seen this happen to me in rookie and Pro Division on this hole in this tournament? 1 bar a side spin to the left is typically always key on this hole. And we're going to put our ball guideline pointing at the pin. And we do leave it pretty short here because of how good of a wind push we're getting. Also keep in mind, this fairway and green, it runs pretty fast. You're going to see my adjustment here is 0% at max. Again, 0% at max. I'm not sure if the graphic popped up there or not. I don't remember. But I do hit a perfect ball. And look at this again. I just can't even tell you how many times I feel like this has happened on this hole to me. I hit the pin. I mean, it's dead center, and look at that. We just roll out a little bit. Hey, I hope you learned from that one. I hope you're able to pick up at least one of these drops. You pick up both. That would be super awesome. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. All right, maybe I'll get a hole or two in later in between the football games, but if not, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody.